This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field.
Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Green Bay Packers.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
You look at this Packers defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Well, this defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
2nd and 11. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Now Stroud.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found there on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. The Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their own 11. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That one caught downfield by Watson. Now inside the 25. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Here's Tank Dell to return it from his...
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's on Shaq Mason, the guard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Packers defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a give up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Flushed out right.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Stroud working out of the gun. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And a 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete. incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Stroud sets up the play action.
He finds his man, complete. That's back.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Fielded just inside the 20. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Love. Right side to Watson.
His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Here's Love. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action this time with Love.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. First down, going to the air with Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second down, Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
And they'll send Watson in motion right.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Come on.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A game there of 30 big ones.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
And they'll send Watson in motion right.
Fights through and now a crease. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Off the option, it's Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Ready?
Here's Jones again on second down.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Returnable here from the 38. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Here we go. Here we
Now
go.
3rd down and 7.
On play action. Love to throw. That is caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
Now throw there by Love, pulled in by Reed. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Ready? Check white. Hut.
Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter.
Set. Hut.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Christian Watson
With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the 2 of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
In motion right, that's Dell. Stroud on 3rd down now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Set. Ready. Ready. Ready.
following the interception. Love. Throw out wide is incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here.
And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Faster, faster.
Jones will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Christian Watson.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Alert! Alert! Ready.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line.
70 Timberwolves. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
On second down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Cougar 19. 18 Pioneer. 19 Lions.
Stroud.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fourth down. Stroud going to try to throw for it.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Off the option, it's Jones. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Here we go.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.